computers are being finicky, so bear with me a minute as I get them to try and cooperate with me. Yeah, turn off the extra lighting here that we don't need. Oh, wait, we get in there. One of the pages is starting to load up. The other one's trying to think too. Bernie H, first in the live stream. God is great. Bernie H, God is great. God is great. We are having 2 days of severe blizzards. Oh my word, you're getting lots of snow, huh? Well, our temperatures are starting to warm up here a little bit. Let's see, what is it? It is 51 and mostly cloudy today. So we don't have the cold freezing temps, but it is chilly here, that's for sure. Alright, so Bernie H was first in at 2:02, so at 2:07 we will stop the early birds. We'll give you a heads up, we are at 599. Oh, I forgot, I gotta switch my page here, don't I? Today is the 23rd. It is the 23rd. Oh yeah, and we are at... Oh, that's right, we're at 599, aren't we? So we're very close. Well, actually today we will hit the 600 mark. So... come on. 599. That means we'll get the 6th prize level. The 6th prize on the wheel today. Let me get this up. I knew I forgot to do something before I updated and did my commercial break here. Oh, I was like, why is that so loose? Because that part was coming undone. I was wondering why it was loose. I hate shoveling snow. Hey Don, Birdie, Titus, and all. Bernie 8 says hello. We're at 2:06. One more minute, and then we'll end the early birds. Right. Hopefully we'll get some good news here in less than an hour when they make the announcement for who the new Hall of Famers are going to be in 2024. Have to make up a new list and make up some new placards for my Hall of Fame collection. Add the new names in there. That's for sure. Dun, dun, dun. 2:06, and just a second here we'll have 2:07 and I'll log in. We'll do our commercial break and then I will boom end the early bird entries. We got the end for the early bird entries. Alright, so let me see, we've got unavailable. Okay, so you've got a live chat. Let me update that right there. I've been watching the voting. Sheffield is right on the edge. Yeah, I knew he was going to be close. I knew he was going to be close. That'd be cool if Sheffield could get in. You know, I've collected some of his son's cards, but Sheffield will be awesome. I think it's his son. His son played on Mariners for a little bit. Unless it was him. Is that why I hadn't seen him in a couple of years? 4 people should get in. Sheffield could make 5. I think he is deserving. I think so too there, Sensei Domino. I do also. So we've got, let's go through our commercial break real quick here and get on to our, oh, wait a minute. I can zoom out here if it'll let me. There we go. We can zoom in one more time. Oh, hold on. Oh no, that's right. There we go. We got the end of the advertisement. New 2024 Patreon tier rookie class tiers, which will include rookie cards, rated rookies, gold cups, rising stars, prospects, minor leaguers, etc., etc., etc. Triple tiers will contain one newer rookie card type at least. The triple threes, tier 1, 4 cards. Triple fives, tier 2, 6 cards. Triple sevens, tier 3, 8 cards. Triple nines, tier 4, 10 cards. Quad tiers will contain one Hall of Fame rookie card type in those upper tiers. The quad ones, tier 5, contains 12 cards. Quad 2s, tier 6, contains 25 cards, and quad 3s, tier 7, contain 40 cards. So that will be the funness for the new Patreon tiers. Okay, we'll put that advertisement away for now. Again, 599 entries on our wheel. That means we will make the next prize for 6 prizes for sure today. We got Bernie H that started us off at 2+. I'm gonna do it over here just to kind of save space. I know I got plenty of space here, but God is great's in the house. God is great gets a 2+. Okay. Bernie H, God is great, God is great. We're having 2 days of severe blizzards. I hate shoveling snow. Sensei Domino, I gotta add you in here. It's been a while since you've been in here, and I kind of cleaned up my list, but you fall right under Scudder's Garage. SENSI Sensei Domino's 15. Get the 2+. I did have you on the other page here, so you were here, but I flipped my page and I gotta add you on here still. Bernie H, Chuck Dupree sports card. Chuck's here for 2+. We will be having 2 trivias today since we did not do a stream yesterday. It was Monday. Sensei Domino, Bernie H, Chuck Dupree sports card says Sensei. I've been watching the voting. Yep, I hope he can hang in there. I hope he can. If not, hopefully next year. Crossover Paranormal Society, Cops is here for a 2+. So that gives us 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 so far. That'll put us at 609. Bernie H, Chuck Dupree, Sensei Domino. Yeah. That's why I don't have you typed in. I had to add you in last week when we were here, Sensei, and then I just added you in here today. So we will keep the ball rolling today with 2 trivias. Then we'll do our biography for Robert Granville Lehman. All right, and by 3 o'clock, which would be another 50 minutes, they're supposed to make the final announcement after all the votes are tallied. So our first one today for Monday, January 22nd, 2024, our baseball birthdays for yesterday were Amos Strunk, Mike Caldwell, Jeff Treadway, and Chone Higgins. Okay? This one is going to be, because it's multiple choice, I mean, you have to put the 4 players with their salaries in the proper sequence. So it'll be a 7-pointer for the first one. And then let me check real quick. And then both our trivias today will be 7 points. 7 points. The next trivia is going to be 5 choices, and you have to rank the players. But the first one is going to be baseball finances. Okay? So you can put on a piece of paper if you want 1, 2, 3, 4, and A, B, C, D. That's going to be your choices, and then I need you to choose which one's first, which one's second, which one's third, and which one's fourth. So like put like on your paper you want to do like 1, and then would it be A, B, C, D, or E? Or no, A, B, C, D. Sorry. So it'll be like 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D on that realm, okay? To make it easier for me to double check the answers. So it says baseball finances match the play. Oh, let me get it ready here in the chat for start your trivia guessing. So when I type it in the chat after I've read through the answers twice, then you can start putting your guess in the chat, okay? When you see mine, when I put it in the chat, start your trivia guessing, then you can start putting your answers, and not until then. If you do it early, if you jump the gun too soon, you'll have to wait until, or you'll have to re-input it after I've posted it in the chat, okay? So baseball finances match the player with the top salary in the major leagues. So 1 is Bobby Mercer, 2 is Tony Perez, 3 is Roger Maris, and 4 is Bill Buckner. And then the salaries and the teams they played for: A, $320,000 with the Yankees, B, $391,666 with the Red Sox, C is $785,000 with the Red Sox, and D is $75,000 with the Cardinals. Okay? So, again, I'll go through it one more time, and then I'll enter in the chat so you can start your guessing. Baseball finances match the player with his top salary in the major leagues. Again, 1, Bobby Mercer, 2, Tony Perez, 3, Roger Maris, 4, Bill Buckner. All right? And then we have A, $320,000 with the Yankees, B, $391,666 with the Red Sox, C, $785,000 with the Red Sox, and D, $75,000 with the Cardinals. So start your guessing now. Guru of Baseball. Guru's here. Let me get Guru in with a 2+. I'll give you the early bird there. David, appreciate you, brother. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, let's see who might get it right first. And Guru wasn't here when I read the rules, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. A is not right. B is not right. D is not right. And C is not. No, C is right. Okay. So 4C is the first that Guru's the first one that got one correct. One correct. Again, if you want to choose your answers, you can do that. You just have to delete the current answer and retype it in the chat. So again, I need you to put the player number first. 1, Bobby Mercer. 2, Tony Perez. 3, Roger Maris. 4, Bill Buckner. And it'll make it easy. And then attach the salaries with the numbers. So do, like, this isn't the order, but 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D. Like that. I am good. But yeah, so far, Guru is winning with 1 point, getting 1 out of 4 correct. Again, if somebody gets all 4 correct first, they will get 7 entries in our giveaway. So, we still got a minute or 2 here on the trivia. If you want to try and throw, doesn't cost anything to throw a guess in there, just guess something. But right now, Guru is winning. Was winning. You're fine. You didn't have to retract the whole thing unless you're going to put a new guess in there, Guru. You can put a new guess. You got at least 1 right. You know what? Everybody in the chat knows there's at least 1 right that Guru had up there. Good to take it off because now they might not remember what you typed in there. Let me get a sip of water while I wait for you guys to do another guess or 2. Okay, let me see what Chuck guessed there. Let me do a refresh on the chat so I can see it better. It's part of his answers hidden by the heart. So let me see here. We got 1A, 2B, 3B. Chuck got the same one correct that Guru had correct earlier. Alright? So, even though Guru took it off there, we will allow it. And so Guru had 1 correct first over Chuck. So again, I will give you guys 2 more minutes. At 2:22 on my computer, I will end the trivia guessing, and as it stands right now, Guru will get the win. Guru will get the win of 1 point for the trivia for 1 correct answer. Alright, less than a minute to go. My computer says 2:21. Okay. Else putting in a guess. I guess it was too hard to figure out. You have to be a kind of a baseball guru to probably get the right 4 in the right order. Or it's just a harder one to Google and see what comes up with the answers. Alright, and the trivia guessing, Guru gets 1 entry. So 1 plus for Guru. That'll take it. I'll read through the answers now just so everybody knows how they were lined up. Match the player with his top salary in the major leagues. So 1 was Bobby Mercer, and that was A, $320,000 with the Yankees. 2 was Tony Perez, and that was B, $391,666 with the Red Sox. 3 was Roger Maris for the D. No, I guess, yeah. Roger Maris, 3 was D, 75,000 with the Cardinals, and 4, Bill Buckner, was C, 785,000 with the Red Sox. So that is our total. What you did? Chuck get 2 correct? Let me look through here again. Chuck got, oh yeah, you got 1A and 4C, didn't you? That's okay, Guru. I'll still give you yours, and I'll give Chuck 2. So Bipster got 1, Guru got 1, and Chuck got 2. So that's a 2 plus for Chuck. I'm sorry I missed that one, Chuck. But I am fair. So there we go. So next is baseball by the numbers. Baseball by the numbers. Okay, so this one's going to be harder, but all I need you to do is, for each of the numbers, you're going to have to put their ranking. Each of the numbers, you're going to have to put their ranking. It's baseball by the numbers. Excuse me, still got that tickle in my throat ever since Florida. Okay. So our baseball birthdays for today, Tuesday, January 23rd, 2024, are Frank Sullivan, Mark Wohlers, Chico Carrasquel, and Alan Embry. Okay? And it is baseball by the numbers. Okay? So rank the following players by who led the league in adjusted OPS in 2021. So these are all basically active players for the most part. I'm pretty sure all 5 of them are active players, and this is their adjusted OPS in 2021. Okay, again, this one will be worth 7 points. 7 points for this one if you get all 5 in the correct ranking order. Okay, so all you have to do is, and I'll put the numbers up here to make it easier to verify after we're done, but you can do A, B, C, D, and E if you want to write down the names next to each letter and then work on ranking them by OPS in 2021. A is Shohei Ohtani, B is Juan Soto, C is Bryce Harper, D is Fernando Tatis Jr., and E is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Okay, I'm going to type it, and get it ready in the chat. And then when I read through it the second time here, I will hit the enter and you can start your guessing. Alright, so again, baseball by the numbers. Rank the following players by who led the league in adjusted OPS in 2021. A, Shohei Ohtani, B, Juan Soto, C, Bryce Harper, D, Fernando Tatis Jr., and E, Vladimir Guerrero. We'll go for 5 minutes. Go ahead and start your guessing now. So is that 20, 29, 30, 31, 32. So at 2:32, we will stop the trivia guessing. Unless somebody gets all 5 of them in the correct order before that time. Alright, so again, you can just list them the way I read them off to you, A, B, C, D, E, and just put a number just put a number to the left of the letter. So do it like rank which one is first, second, third, fourth, and fifth in adjusted OPS in 2021. That's why I'll give you 5 minutes on this at 2:32, which is 4 minutes from now. That's when we will end and stop the trivia guessing for this trivia question. And we'll go with whoever has the most in the correct order. And then after this trivia, we'll get into finishing off our stream for today for Robert Granville Lehman, who played for Cleveland in the American League in 1941 through 1958. So he stopped playing baseball when the year I was born. Okay. So it's 2:29 at 2:32. We're going to end the trivia. Nobody does guess. That's fine too. We already got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're at 614, so I can put it on here officially now that we are up to 6 prizes on the wheel for the month of January. And I believe this is... No, we do have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, I think we will have... Yeah, we do have a couple days next week. Also, don't we? Yeah, we've got the 30th and the 31st next week to finish. So our end of month stream will be next Wednesday. Our end of month stream will be next Wednesday. Because we got, after today, 3 days today, and God is great in the house. Nobody's guessing for this trivia. I guess it's too hard. Nobody did a Google search and looked up the top ranking, or no, you'd have to probably put the player's name in and find out the OPS, like Shohei Ohtani, OPS in 2021, adjusted OPS in 2021. We've got 1 more minute and we'll have a no-show on this trivia. Baseball by the numbers. Google is cheating. Oh, I'm sure there's people out there that use Google all the time. That's why some people always, well, Big Ray's usually the good one on the Google searching, I think. But yeah, I don't mind when you guys do that. Sometimes I'll decide to give you more time to do a Google search and try and find your answer, but I guess nobody wanted to guess this round. So I'll go through and give the answer out, and then we'll get ready to rock and roll. Tomorrow will be Immortal Records. The trivia for tomorrow, Wednesday the 24th, will be Mortal Records. Okay, so baseball by the numbers. The trivia reads off, rank the following players by who led the league in adjusted OPS in 2021. So who had the better on down? Just got here. There you go, cards. All right, so rank the following. This trivia was, which nobody participated in, rank the following players by who led the league in adjusted OPS in 2021. Again, we had A, Shohei Ohtani, B, Juan Soto, C, Bryce Harper, D, Fernando Tatis, and E, Vladimir Guerrero. So the one that was in first place was C with a 179 OPS plus, and that was Bryce Harper. Second was B. Juan Soto, who had a 175. Third was E. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who had a 167. 4. D. Fernando Tatis Jr. had a 166. And 5. A. Shohei Ohtani had a 158. Adjusted OPS or OPS plus calculates the player's on-base average plus his slugging average and compares it to the league average. This provides a measure of how a player rates relative to the league average. The race for the first was tight in 2021, with a handful of top performers vying for the top spot. As you can see, the first place one had a 179, and the fifth place one had a 158. So they were within 21 points of each other in the long run. So that was pretty awesome. I was kind of hoping some people woulda, coulda, did just random guessing, but nobody decided to do that. So let me put this off to the side for now, and we will get into our first Hall of Famer for this week, and that's going to be, and we'll probably have an announcement tomorrow unless we hear something before the end of today's stream for the 2024 Hall of Fame inductees. Could be five people, but most likely might be 4 Hall of Famers going in this year, instead of like just Fred McGriff and Scott Rowland last year. So Robert Granville Lehman played for Cleveland with the American League in 1941 and played for Cleveland until 1958. Okay. Gained coveted 20 victory class 7 times in a 9-year span. Became only the 6th pitcher in the 20th century to post 20 or more wins in 7 seasons. Had a 207 win and 128 loss record for his career. Paced the American League or tied for lead in victories 3 times. Shutouts once, innings pitched 4 seasons, and complete games 5 years. Hurled a no-hitter in 1948. So there you go. That's the Hall of Fame postcard, and I don't have any baseball cards for Lehman. Sorry about that. We'll see. I can't remember if I have any for Buck Leonard, which will be tomorrow or not. But Robert Granville Lehman, some people say Lehman, some people say Lemon, but September 22nd, 1920 through January 11th, 2000 is when he passed away, was an American right-handed pitcher and manager in Major League Baseball. Lehman was elected into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1976. Lehman was raised in California, where he played high school baseball and was the State Player of the Year in 1938. At the age of 17, Lehman began his professional baseball career in the Cleveland Indians organization, with whom he played for his entire professional career. Lehman was called up to Cleveland's Major League team as a utility player in 1941. He then joined the United States Navy during World War II. And returned to the Indians in 1946. That season was the first Lehman would play at the pitcher position. The Indians played in the 1948 World Series and were helped by Lehman's 2 pitching wins as they won the club's first championship since 1920. In the early 1950s, Cleveland had a starting pitcher rotation which included Lehman, Bob Feller, Mike Garcia, and Early Wynn. During the 1954 season, Lehman had a career-best 23 win, 7 loss record. and the Indians set a 154-game season American League record win mark when they won 111 games before they won the American League pennant. He was an all-star for 7 consecutive seasons and recorded 7 seasons of 20 or more pitching wins in a 9-year period from 1948 through 1956. Lehman was a manager with the Kansas City Royals, Chicago White Sox, and the New York Yankees. He was named Manager of the Year with the White Sox and Yankees. In 1978, he was fired as manager of the White Sox, and he was named Yankees manager 1 month later, and he led the team to a 1978 World Series title and a 1981 American League Championship. Lehman became the first American League manager to win a World Series after assuming the managerial role in the middle of a season. Early life. Bob Lehman was born in San Bernardino, California. Lehman's father, Earl Lehman, ran an ice business. The family later moved to Long Beach, California, where Lehman attended Wilson Classical High School and played shortstop on the school's baseball team. He was recognized as the State Baseball Player of the Year by the California Interscholastic Federation Southern Section in 1938. Later that same year, at the age of 17, Lehman began his professional baseball career in the farm system of the Cleveland Indians as a member of the Oswego Netherlands of the Canadian American League, and later that year, the Middle Atlantic League's Springfield Indians. In 75 games with the Netherlands, he recorded a .312 batting average. The following season, he played 80 games with Springfield and hit .293, and then joined the New Orleans Pelicans of the Southern Association, where Lehman hit .309. He spent the next 2 seasons at the Class A level with the Eastern League's Wilkes-Barre Barons, as he hit in .255 in 1940. Lemon. Okay, kind of like the fruit then. Lemon, huh? Not Lehman, but lemon. Like the fruit. Thanks there, Mickey. I think it is pronounced. Cards put in a guess. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get through this biography and we'll reinvestigate that. Cards in my car with R. Posada. I don't think he got it in before I ended the entry process, though. But we'll see. Because if so, I started reading the answers off right after I did close that off. So, but we'll check it as soon as I'm done. Later that same year, at the age 17, Lemon began his professional baseball career in the farm system. Oh, I think I read part of that already and then got distracted. The following season, he played 80 games with Springfield, hit .293, and then joined the New Orleans Pelicans of the Southern Association, where Lemon hit .309. He spent the next 2 seasons in the Class A level with the Eastern League's Wilkes-Barre Barons, as he hit .255 in 1940, .301 in 1941. And his final stint in the minors, Lemon hit .268 with 21 home runs for the 1942 Baltimore Orioles of the International League. As far as his major league career, making it as a utility player. Lehman's major league debut came as a third baseman as a late season call-up on September 8, 1941. He appeared in 5 games and collected 1 hit and 5 plate appearances. He was joined by catcher and fellow rookie Jim Hagan. He repeated the same number of games in 1942 and failed to record a hit. Lemon served in the United States Navy during World War II and missed the next 3 seasons. Before leaving for tour of duty in 1943, Lemon married Jane McGee. Lemon was the Indians center fielder for opening day in 1946. On April 30th, the Indians pitcher Bob Feller no-hit the New York Yankees. Feller later wrote that Lemon's daring catch and throwing to and doubling a man off second base were key in saving my no-hitter. By season's end, however, Lemon had entered more games as a pitcher than a utility player. Before that season, Lemon had pitched only one inning while with Oswego and another while with Wilkes-Barre. Bertie Tebbetts of the Detroit Tigers and Johnny Pesky of the Boston Red Sox had played against Lemon in Navy baseball games, and they spoke to Indians player manager Lou Bordeaux about switching Lemon from the outfield to the pitching mound. Bordeaux discussed the potential move to pitcher with Yankees catcher Bill Dickey, who had also played in the Navy with Lemon. I knew Lemon had a strong arm and once realized he was not going to hit with consistency as an outfielder and thought it would be worthwhile to look at him as a pitcher. Bordeaux later wrote, Lemon resisted the idea at first, but agreed to the change after he learned that his salary could be higher as a pitcher. Lemon credited Indians coach Bill McKinney with helping him to adjust to his new position. Indians pitching coach Mel Harder taught Lemon how to throw a slider, a key pitch in his repertoire. That same year, the Indians owner Bill Veeck said that Lemon someday will be the best pitcher in the American League. Lemon finished the 1946 season with a losing record of 4-5, the only one he would have until 1957, and a career low 2.49 ERA. He followed up his inaugural season as a pitcher with an 11-5 record. He appeared in 19 games before August, largely as a relief pitcher, but he made his first start in July against the Boston Red Sox. During the last 2 months of the season, Lemon went 9-3 and pitched 6 complete games, including 2 11-inning outings. Cards in my car with our Posada. See, I'm at a break in the action here. Let me scroll up really quick here. A. Now I'm trying to think why would he just say A? It's like A what? A was what? Just got here. A. Hey Posada, just got here. Bernie. And then it says hey. A. Cards in my A, E, B, C, and D. But that was 2:33. That was a minute, and I was already reading the answers there. But let me see how close he got. Did he get them all right, or did he just provide a guess? Let's see. We had, he had A, E, B, C, and D. No, he didn't get any right. But that's okay. He did put in a guess. That was pretty good, though. Just a wild guess, right? But none were correct. But that's okay. I told you I would check, and that was our check. Thanks, Robert, for giving that a valiant effort. That's for sure. Okay. So we are continuing on here. So then he became a full-time pitcher to World Series champion. Before the 1948 season started, the team president, Bill Veeck, doubled Lemon's contract amount in what would be his first full season as a pitcher. Lemon was the Indians' number 2 pitcher in the starting rotation behind Bob Feller. On June 30th, 1948, Lemon pitched a no-hitter against the Detroit Tigers in a 2-0 win, becoming the 9th Indians pitcher to record a no-hitter and earning his 11th win and 5th shutout of the season. He ended the breakout season with an American League best 20 complete games. His 10 shutouts on the season were the most in the majors. Lemon would go to win the 1948 American League Pitcher of the Year award. With 3 games remaining in the regular season, 20-game winner Lemon started the first game of their final series against Detroit. Lemon allowed 3 runs on 7 hits, and the Indians lost the game. Cleveland lost 2 games of the 3-game series, forcing a 1-game playoff with the Boston Red Sox. Speculation built up around which Indians pitcher Bordeaux would send to the mound against the Red Sox on October 4th. The choices were largely narrowed down to Lemon and Satchel Paige. Lemon was listed as Cleveland's probable pitcher by United Press International in morning newspapers the day of the game, even though he would be working on 2 days of rest. Instead, Bordeaux went with Gene Bearden, who would be pitching on 1 day of rest, and the choice was solidified when veteran second baseman Joe Gordon spoke up in support of Bordeaux at a team meeting. The Indians won the game at Fenway Park by a score of 8-3 and prepared to face the Boston Braves in the World Series. Bordeaux started Feller in Game 1, which Cleveland lost. Lemon was the starter in the second game. Lemon faced Warren Spahn, and Cleveland won 4-1. Lemon was named the starter for Game 6 in Boston, with the Indians leading the series 3-2. He allowed 3 earned runs on 8 hits, and Cleveland had the lead when Lemon was replaced by Bearden. The Braves scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning, but the Indians won the game 4-3 to clinch the franchise's first World Series title since 1920. Lemon was the only pitcher from either club to win 2 games in the series. He finished the series with a 1.65 ERA. Take a moment here. Expecting somebody, but not until later tonight. Gotcha. All right. So Bordeaux started Feller in Game 1, which Cleveland lost. Lemon was the starter in the second game. Lemon faced Warren Spahn, and Cleveland won 4-1. Lemon was named the starter for Game 6 in Boston, with the Indians leading the series 3-2. He allowed 3 earned runs on 8 hits, and Cleveland had the lead when Lemon was replaced by Bearden. The Braves scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning, but the Indians won the game 4-3 to clinch the franchise's first World Series title since 1920. Lemon was the only pitcher from either club to win 2 games in the series. He finished the series with a 1.65 ERA. Lemon's hitting skills began to get attention as well. By August 1949, Lemon was batting .295 with 11 extra base hits and 6 home runs, prompting the Yankees manager Casey Stengel to comment, "Well, I see where the Indians have 9 hitters in the lineup instead of 8. UPI sports writer Milton Richmond wrote, "Lemon's fine work at the plate has also conspired to tire him more. When the Indians get behind and Lemon is pitching, he rarely is yanked for a pinch hitter in the early innings. It's a tough price he's paying for batting fame." In 1950, Lemon led the major leagues with 23 for the first time and won his second American League Pitcher of the Year award. He pitched a 6-hit complete game over the Detroit Tigers in his last start of the season on September 29th, when Lemon signed a new contract before the 1951 season. The Indians made him the highest paid pitcher in baseball. At the beginning of the 1951 season, UPI sports writer Oscar Fraley pointed out that Lemon was one of only 12 active pitchers who had earned a winning record in 4 consecutive seasons. He finished the season with a 3.52 ERA, lower than the 1950 season mark of 3.84 when he led the majors with 23 wins and a 17-14 record. The loss total was the most in the American League. He did not record his first shutout of the season until well into August, when he earned a 3-hit win over the Chicago White Sox. In 1952, Lemon recorded the second lowest ERA of his career, a 2.50, and went 22-11. His 28 complete games were a career high and led the American League, along with teammate Early Wynn with 23 and Mike Garcia with 22. Lemon gave Cleveland's starting rotation 3 20-game winners. On opening day of the 1953 season, Lemon pitched a one-hitter against the Chicago White Sox and earned a win. He finished the season with a 21-15 record, 3.36 ERA, and led the American League in innings pitched for the fourth and final time of his career. Next will be his second World Series appearance. In 1954, he was 23-7 and won his third American League Pitcher of the Year award. As Cleveland won the pennant, the Indians set an American League record with 111 wins. The record stood until Major League seasons were lengthened to 162 games, and it has been surpassed twice since then. Lemon was named Cleveland starter for the Game 1 of the 1954 World Series. After 9 innings, the Indians and Giants were tied 2-2. Lemon stayed in the game to pitch the 10th and final inning, but he surrendered a 3-run home run to pinch hitter Dusty Rhodes, and the Indians lost 5-2. Indians manager Al Lopez went with Lemon again in the 4th game after only 2 days rest. He hasn't worked that close together all year because we had a good bunch of other pitchers. But a year ago, he and Wynn and Garcia pitched every 3rd day for practically a month. Bob will be all right, Lopez said. Lemon and the Indians lost the game 7-4, as the Giants swept the series 4-0. In his 2 appearances, he went 0-2 with a 6.75 ERA and allowed 8 walks and recorded 11 strikeouts. Lemon began the 1955 season with a 5-0 record in April, and he was the only Cleveland starting pitcher with a winning record that month. His 18 wins tied for the most in the American League that year. He recorded 5 complete games through May 30th, but none after that date. Indians general manager Hank Greenberg got Lemon to agree to his first reduction in contract salary since joining the organization. Lemon earned his 200th career win against the Baltimore Orioles on September 11, 1956. He also hit a home run that day. He finished the season with a 20-14 record, the last of his 7 career 20-win seasons, and led the American League in complete games 21. On August 13, 1957, it was announced that Lemon would not finish the season due to continued irritation in his elbow after bone chips were found earlier in the season. Lemon ended the season with a 6-11, his first losing record since 1946. In 1958, Lemon was the oldest Indian on the roster at age 37. Lemon pitched 3 1/3 innings over the span of 2 games before he was put on the Indians' disabled list and sent to the AAA San Diego Padres. There, he continued physical conditioning and mentored the pitching staff in the Indians' top farm club. He appeared in 12 games with the Padres, going 2-5 with a 4.34 ERA, 22 walks and 19 strikeouts. He returned to pitch for the Indians on May 25th in a relief role, but he appeared in only 9 games that season. He earned just one decision that year, a loss, which brought his career pitching record to 207 wins, 128 losses. The club put him on waivers in July. As far as his retirement, at 38, Lemon went to Tucson in 1959 to attend Indian spring training camp. He told manager Joe Gordon that he was willing to become a relief pitcher, but he retired as a player on March 5th, stating, "I just couldn't keep up with the young fellows anymore." He accepted a scouting role with the Indians. Lemon retired in 1958 with 207 wins, all but 10 of them occurring in a 10-year span. He recorded 274 hits, 1,183 at-bats, with a .232 percentage. And his 37 career home runs are second on the all-time career list for pitchers, behind Wes Ferrell's 38. In 1951, Ted Williams wrote of Lemon, "I have to rate Lemon as one of the very best pitchers I ever faced. His ball was always moving, hard, sinking, fast breaking. You could never really with Lemon." The Indians retired Lemon's jersey number 21 on June 20th, 1998. Mike Hargrove, and the Indians manager at the time, who was wearing number 21, switched to number 30. Lemon was the 6th Indian to receive the honor. On January 22nd, 1976, Lemon was elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame by the Baseball Writers Association of America. It was the 12th ballot on which he had appeared. He received 78.6% of the vote. On August the 8th, one day before his induction ceremony, Lemon said, "It's a great thrill. My mother is 83, but she is making the trip from California. She says that she can die happy now that I've been elected to the Hall of Fame." Lemon's dominant shoulder has been cited as a key season for the election to the Hall of Fame. As far as his post-playing career, he went into coaching in 1959, and Lemon became a scout and major league pitching instructor for Cleveland. He spent part of 1959 season and part of the 1960 as a coach with the MLB Indians. In 1961, he joined the Philadelphia Phillies coaching staff. The California Angels hired him as their pitching coach for 1967 and 68. And in 1976, Lemon served as a pitching coach for the American League champion New York Yankees. The Yankees were owned by Cleveland area native George Steinbrenner, and they had been the chief antagonists of the Cleveland Indians during Lemon's pitching years. In recognition of his election to the Hall of Fame, Lemon was named honorary captain of the American League team for the All-Star Games. As far as his managing career, Lemon's first managerial role came in 1964 with the AAA Hawaii Islanders of the Pacific Coast League, and an affiliate of the California Angels. The team went 60 and 98. In 1965, the Angels switched their AAA affiliation to the Seattle Angels, and Lehman moved up with the team. He managed the team in 1965 and 66 and won the 1966 championship. He was named the Pacific Coast League's Manager of the Year by Sporting News for the 1966 season. In 1969, Lemon returned to the Pacific Coast League as a manager of the Vancouver Mounties, affiliated with the expansion Seattle Pilots and the Montreal Expos. Lemon said he used Indians manager Al Lopez as a model for his managing style. Lopez always handled his players like I'd want to be handled. He treated men like men. He made them feel relaxed. That's the only way to play this game, by being relaxed. You can't be worried about the manager getting on you. All the time I was at Cleveland, I saw Lopez get mad only twice. He never showed anybody up, and I don't do it either. Tommy John, who played under both Lopez and Lemon, noticed this similarity. Lemon was outstanding manager who never got the credit he deserved. John wrote in 1991, he was like Al Lopez. He let you alone and treated you like an adult. His approach to the game was to simply simplify it, trying to make it easier for everyone involved. Lemon frequently called his players meat. Then he went to the Kansas City Royals. Lemon became pitching coach for the Kansas City Royals for the 1970 season. He got his first major league managing job when Kansas City fired manager Charlie Metro on June 7, 1970. By August, Lemon received a one-year contract extension with the club. I know many major league owners are against hiring a former pitcher as a manager. He can always have someone else run the other 25% of the club. In 1971, Lemon guided the Royals to their first winning season since the franchise began as an expansion team in 1969. Lemon finished his second in the Associated Press American League Manager of the Year voting. Before the 1972 season, Lemon talked about the team's chances, saying 5 clubs could win it, including ourselves. However, the Royals finished 76 and 78. Royals owner Edwin Kaufman fired Lemon as manager, saying he wanted a younger manager and did not want to lose Jack McKeon, who was named as Lemon's replacement. Lemon was 51, while McKeon was 10 years younger. Royals outfielder Lou Piniella was one of several players who disagreed with Kaufman's decision, saying Lemon deserved to manage the club next year. Lemon returned to managing in the minor leagues. His third and final stint in the Pacific Coast League was in 1974 with the Sacramento Solons, affiliated with the Milwaukee Brewers. His last minor league managerial position was in 1975 with the Atlanta Braves International League, affiliated with the Richmond Braves. Then he went to the Chicago White Sox. Let me take a quick break here. Get a sip of water. Freshen my throat a little bit. The Chicago White Sox. Bill Veeck hired Lemon to succeed Paul Richards as the Chicago White Sox manager on November 16, 1976. Lemon took over a Chicago team that finished in last place in the American League West in 1976. Bob is the type of manager we need at this stage of the game, Veeck said. During spring training 1977, Lemon said, I think we'll surprise a few people. White Sox shortstop Alan Bannister quickly noticed a difference comparing Richards to Lemon. Bannister said he'd post the lineup 10 minutes before the game and only when we'd find out who was playing and where. Lemons made it a serious operation. As late as August the 14th, the White Sox were in first place in the American League West. The White Sox finished with a 90 and 72 record, a 26-game improvement, and the team finished in third American League West, and Lemon won his second Manager of the Year award. The fans got behind us after about 3 weeks. They had a lot to do with our success, and Lemon said after winning the award. Lemon was fired the following season on June 30th, 1978 by Veeck after Chicago posted a 34-40 record in the first half of the 78 season. He was replaced by former Indians teammate Larry Doby. This change is not meant as a commentary on Lemon's ability, but rather than the result of unusual circumstances which seemed to make the change necessary, said Veeck. Then on to the New York Yankees. Yankees manager Billy Martin resigned on July 24, 1978, and team president Al Rosen called Lemon to offer him the vacant position. He was announced as the new manager the next day. At their 1978 Old Timers Day, 5 days after the Martin-Lemon changeover, the Yankees divulged that Lemon would be moved in 1980 to general manager. And they said that Martin could then return as field manager. The announcement was made by public address announcer Bob Shepard after the Old Timers had been announced, and it was accompanied by Martin's dramatic entrance from the Yankee dugout. Martin received a long-standing ovation from the fans. Lemon responded to his new job and to the newspaper strike that helped calm down the atmosphere in the Yankees clubhouse by guiding the Yankees to the 1978 pennant. The Yankees, who trailed the Red Sox by 14 games at one point in July, pulled even with the Red Sox by defeating them in a 4-game September series known as the Boston Massacre. The Yankees pulled ahead by 3.5 games, but the Red Sox rallied to tie the Yankees by the final day of the season. A 1-game playoff would determine the American League Eastern Division winner. Ron Guidry was named the Yankees starting pitcher for the October 2nd playoff game at Fenway. Guidry was able to pitch because of Lemon's good planning. The Yankees defeated Boston for the division title in the tiebreaker game, punctuated by a dramatic 3-run home run by Bucky Dent in the 7th inning, and an 8th-inning homer by Reggie Jackson. That proved the game's winning run. Lemon became the third manager in MLB history to replace another mid-season and win the pennant. Lemon's Yankees beat the Royals in the ALCS and defeated Los Angeles Dodgers to win the World Series title. With the series win, Lemon became the first American League manager and the third MLB manager to take over a team mid-season and win a World Series. This was the second World Series championship for Lemon, who had won his last one in 1948. The 30-year gap between World Series championships set a record for longest gap between championships for a person that was not broken until in 2022. Before the World Series, one columnist wrote, "Many observers feel that Lehman's low-keyed approach with the Yankees, temperamental millionaires, as compared to the combativeness of Martin, served to mold a spirit of togetherness among the Yankees that did not even exist last year when they won it all." Lehman and his handling of the season was described in the New York Times as an island of calm, stormy summer. The changes Lemon made during the season included returning Thurman Munson to the team's everyday catcher, and he had been played in the outfield. Putting Jackson in the cleanup spot, batting order, became the regular right fielder, and pitching Ed Figueroa's every 4th day instead of 5th. In October, Lemon was named the Associated Press American League Manager of the Year, the second time he received such an award. Lemon's 26-year-old son, Jerry, was killed in an automobile accident in the fall of 1978, 10 days after Lemon won the World Series. Tommy John thought this was distracting from the fully focusing on baseball as the 1979 season began. In early June, several of the players got rowdy on a plane flight to Texas, blaring loud music from their cassette players. Lemon did nothing to intervene, which John thought might have prompted his dismissal. With the Yankees at 34-31, Lemon was fired in June by Steinbrenner and replaced by Martin, but he remained with the organization as he had a contract through the 1982 season. Speaking of Martin, Lemon said, "He is a very likable guy, a free spirit. Where maybe I keep things inside, he lets them come out. There's nothing wrong with that." The Yankees finished fourth place in the American League East, 89-71. Lemon worked as a scout for the Yankees and received several offers from other teams to serve as manager. One offer came in 1979 from the Indians, but Lemon refused it, as well as others. Then, as far as his second stint with the Yankees, Steinbrenner named Lemon the team's field manager a second time in September 6, 1981. The sixth Yankees manager changed since 1978 after Gene Michael, who had also served as general manager and had won the first half of the split season. The Yankees moved to the postseason and dispatched the Milwaukee Brewers and the Billy Martin-led Oakland Athletics and won the first two games of the 1981 World Series against the Dodgers, only to lose 4 straight and the series. Lemon survived just a few weeks into the 1982 season. The Yankees were 6-8 before Steinbrenner dismissed him one last time, despite a promise from Steinbrenner he would manage the season no matter what. Lehman had considered resigning a week before because of Steinbrenner's constant criticisms, but coach Mike Ferraro talked him out of it. Of the agreement between Lemon and Steinbrenner, Steinbrenner said, "Lem and I talked, and he said it was okay. He said he didn't take it as a promise anyway." Tommy John thought Lemon was relieved at Steinbrenner's decision. Gene Michael succeeded Lemon as manager. All in all, Lemon had managed just over one full season of games, 172 for the Yankees, winning 99 games for a .576 winning percentage. All right. So as far as his death, Lemon suffered a stroke in his later years. Lemon died in 2000 in Long Beach, California, where he had been a permanent resident since his career as a player. Former teammates Bob Feller said Bob had a good curve, a good slider, and a vicious sinker pitch. He wasn't overly fast, but he always stayed ahead of the hitters, and he didn't walk many batters, which is the key to success in the majors. So there you have it. Bob Lehman, Hall of Famer, pitcher, manager, born September 22nd, 1920 in San Bernardino, California. He died January 11, 2000 at the age of 79 in Long Beach, California. He batted left through right. His MLB debut September 9, 1941 for the Cleveland Indians. His last MLB appearance was July 1st, 1958. I was born 8 days later. His MLB statistics: win-loss record 207 and 128, earned run average 3.23. He had 1,277 strikeouts. His managerial record was 430 wins and 403 losses, with giving him a winning percentage of .516. As a player, the teams he played with: Cleveland Indians for his full major league career, 1941, 42, and 46 to 58. The break in the middle between 42 and 46 was with the United States Navy. As manager, Kansas City Royals, 1970 to 72, Chicago White Sox, 1977 to 78, the New York Yankees, 1978 to 79, and 1981 through 1982. far as his career highlights and awards. 7-time All-Star 1948 through 54, 2-time World Series champion 1948 and 78, 3 times American League wins leader 50, 54, and 55, American League strikeout leader in 1950, pitched a no-hitter on June 30th, 1948, Cleveland Guardians number 21 retired, and Cleveland Guardians Hall of Fame. Again, he's a member of the National Baseball Hall of Fame, inducted in 1976 by vote of the 78.6 on his 12th ballot. So there you have it, Bob Lehman's Hall of Fame biography. And what do we got? We're just over the hour mark here, I think. Let me get back over here. Yep, 1 hour and 17 minutes. Just do a quick refresh here on these 2 streams here. See what we got for total count here. All right. Looks like we've got, as soon as it loads up here. Bring our sheet out here for a 2-minute warning. I'll put this back in my Hall of Fame binder. Tomorrow we will be doing Walter Fenner Leonard. Walter Fenner Leonard. Okay, will be our Hall of Famer for tomorrow. Waiting for everything to load up here, get us all finished off, and we'll do the end of stream 2-minute warning to end our program for today. Alright, let's get that off there. We've got 9. Oh, we got so close, so close. 9 thumbs up. 9 thummies up. Thummies up, thummies up, thummies up for me. 9 thumbs up. Almost got the double digits today, but that's okay. We got 5 people watching now. Could mean we might have 5 entries into our end of stream 2-minute warning. Alright, we got 3:20, 3:22. We will end the 2-minute warning. We've got Bernie H checking in, Sensei Domino checking in, Chuck Dupree checking in. That's 3 out of 5. Boom Slang checking in. I think we almost got everybody. We got 4 out of 5 so far. But we've got 1 more minute to go, and then I'll end the 2-minute warning. God is great in the house. There we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different people in the 2-minute warning. That'll give 10 more entries into the prizes for the end of stream. As soon as I got 3:22, we'll get ready to end things up after I log everybody in here and end the show. Right? Boom, there we go. Night to everyone. God is great here. Alright, Bernie says here. Sensei Domino says here. Chuck Dupree says here. Boom Slang here. God is great here. God is great there. God is great and everywhere. Yes, he is. Alright, so let's see. What do we got here? We got Bernie H with a 2. We got Sensei Domino with a 2. We got Chuck Dupree with a 2. Boom Slang with a 2. God is great with a 2. Oh, there we go. Oh, Chuck, is that who got in? Beltray, Maurer, and Todd Hilton. Okay, Todd Hilton made it in. That's good. All right, have a great evening, Donald, and everybody. Another great stream as well. Wow, Wagner must have just missed it. Same with Sheffield. Yeah, we'll see the final counts. They'll have it posted up somewhere on the internet. I'll check it out and make my official list for the 2024 Hall of Fame inductees. So let me see. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? So that'll check everybody off here. Appreciate you all being here. Excuse me. So until then, this has been Dom Blomdahl, having been live with you for Hall of Fame Biography, episode 179, Robert Granville Lemon, and our 2 trivias. Tomorrow we will have 1 trivia question, and I believe, I'll give you a heads up, but I think it is probably a ranking. Yeah, so it'll be a 7-pointer tomorrow. Will be a 7-pointer. So until then, you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed night. We'll hope to see you around the channel somewhere, sometime. I might see that one of my subscribers and one of my faithful people are doing a live stream, and I'll be sure and try and drop in. But until then, you all take care. And as Guru says at the end of all his streams, it's not just words, but be blessed. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful and good night. We'll